2026, 2027, 2028, and then finally 2029. That is 4 years from now, Bitcoin is going down to zero. That is, Bitcoin is going to drop to zero. Now, he said, watch out for Bitcoin. By 2029, the worth of Bitcoin will be zero. Bitcoin is going down to zero. Yes, you heard that right. Bitcoin is going down to $0. Yes, you heard that right. But however, those are not my word. All right, so on today's video we are going to be talking about the reason why I say that Bitcoin is going to $0. All right, so if you check currently, you can see that Bitcoin has currently gone down up to 50% from its all-time high. All right, so checking from Binance right here, you can see that currently Bitcoin is trading around about $65,000, and if you check clearly, you can see Bitcoin has already made an all-time high of around 126. All right, so it is down over 50% from its all-time high. And now talking about Bitcoin going back to zero, if you check about how a lot of companies, firms, and a lot of countries are adapting Bitcoin, it is very, very hard to believe that Bitcoin could go back to zero ever again. But however, there is a reason why I say that Bitcoin could go back to $0. Also, like I said, those are not my words, so I'm going to be telling you guys the reason why I said that Bitcoin could go back to zero on this particular video. So after watching the video, I'm going to need you to actually tell me your opinion about it, and if you think it's ever possible that Bitcoin could go back to $0. So currently, this is the current price of Bitcoin right now. So I expect it to go back to start going up from here, possibly because it has actually touched the order block right here, and if it didn't stop right here, then we should ready to get it around $40,000. All right, so right now let me go straight to the point. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please kindly do it to subscribe by clicking on the subscription button down below. Like the video, drop your opinion right there on the comment section. So over here, guys, this is the guy. They call themselves anonymous group. All right, so what they specialize on is that they give exposition. That is, they try to read the future. They try to tell you what is going to happen in the future, and 7 and let me just say 8 out of 10 they are correct. All right, so you can go ahead to check out his page, and of course you know what to do. But what I'm focusing on right here is of course the exposition that he made concerning Bitcoin. All right, so you can give them a follow, and of course if you want, but that's not my business. So my business right here is what he said about Bitcoin. So over here he said, and I read, Bitcoin would go to zero. All right, so he's trying to let us know that Bitcoin is going to go to zero, and of course he gave us time when this is going to happen. All right, so he tried to read the future, and this is his prediction about Bitcoin in the next 4 to 5 years to come. Now he said, remember the exposition we gave about Bitcoin last year? Remember how we were doubted? This is why we tell you your doubt doesn't change a thing, but on the contrary, we always prefer you keep the doubt away from this platform. Keep them doubts to yourself, and these days we block people who make certain comments. If you don't believe this platform, you F out. We are not here for jokes or gimmicks. So over here he's trying to let you know that they have actually made other explanations about Bitcoin, and it's actually playing out right. And of course they're even trying to let you know that if you doubt, you are going to be kicked out of their platform. Now he went here to say that today Bitcoin has gone down from its $126,000 in October 2025 to just within the 70s. Now it would be a gradual process. It's gonna look like it's going back up. You will even see another bull run, but at the end Bitcoin is going to the mods. Now he's trying to let you know that you could even see another bull run, and Of course, you could even see Bitcoin try to go back again, but at the end of the day, it is going to go back to zero. Now, this guy is very serious about this, and we are going to be seeing if what he said is going to be playing out or not, because he actually he even went ahead to, give us a time frame when this is going to be playing out. He said again, but something bigger is coming. Locate the post we made about this last year, August 2025. He went ahead to say a lot of things. He said, we are anonymous and we see what you don't. We don't make mistake. We give an exposition. You may not understand it, but because you may be spiritually blind, just like the assassin, we expose. Many expected a sitting president, but didn't know the man is actually the original president of Libya in the spirit realm. If Gaddafi was he would have been the sitting president as we speak, and he would have been the worst president in the history of Libya and indeed the history of Africa. He would have been the direct opposite of what his father represented. Many came with doubt but forgot to ask the all-important question: why did this assist come just after the exposition? So there are some words that I don't want to use right here on this video. So he's trying to let you know that, oh my gosh, so sorry. Okay, so right here he even said a lot of things. So he said, why didn't it happen last year? All right, so 2 years ago, 3 years ago, why just 24 after exposition? Why the son of the former president? People don't think. So he's giving exposition about a president, about Libya and other stuff like that, but this is the most important thing that he said about Bitcoin going down to zero. All right, now he said, watch out for Bitcoin by 2029. Now we are currently on 2026, and of course we have one more full year, that is 7 months, which is complete year, 2026, 2027, 2028, and then finally 2029. That is 4 years from now, Bitcoin is going down to zero. That is, Bitcoin is going to drop to zero. Now he said, watch out for Bitcoin by 2029. The worth of Bitcoin will be zero. Like the confidence that he has saying this, the amount of confidence that he gathered to say this is just out of the world. Like, he's predicting it and saying it as if it's already a fact. Now he said it's going to be zero by 2029, and this is why we are anonymous. So he's even proud of himself, and he's saying it with all his energy that Bitcoin is going to zero. So personally, I would tell you that I don't really believe this, but judging from all that exposition that he has made, it's somehow something that people could easily believe. But over here he said, breaking, this is the post he made 6 hours ago, breaking, Bitcoin is officially down 50% from its all-time high of $126,000. He said again, will remain anonymous. So he's trying to let you know that Bitcoin has started respecting his word, something like that. But personally, I don't think Bitcoin is ever going back to zero again, given the fact that a lot of companies are already accepting Bitcoin as a mode of payment, and a lot of countries like El Salvador is also buying and stacking Bitcoin as a country. And even Michael Sello, they call him, is stacking billions of Bitcoin, and this guy right here only has to say that Bitcoin is going back to zero. Personally, I don't really believe it, but it could still play out right, because nobody knows what will happen in the future. But personally, I don't really believe this. So he said Bitcoin is going back to zero. Now you have watched the video and you have seen what he said. Now let me know your thoughts about what he said. Do you think it's ever possible that Bitcoin could go back to zero, or do you think he's just talking trash? All right, so you don't have to judge this by yourself. Let me know right there in the comment section. All right, so thank you for watching, and we are going to be talking on the next video.